Om. Om.
Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaschakshu Shrotramatho Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarod Anirakaranamastvanirakaranam me astu Tadatmani nirateya upanishadsu dharmaste mai santu te mai santu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Mahopanisad, chapter 2, verse 57. Janaka is describing the state of Jivan Mukti to Shuka. Read 57.
Udveganandarahitaha samaya swachaya dhiya na shochati na chodeti sajivan mukta uchyate.
Jivan Mukta is such a person. Rahitaha is free from what? Both Udvega and Ananda. Udvega is agitations. He has no agitation in the mind at all. Ananda here is not the Swarupa Ananda, but Vishayananda. He has no sense pleasure, means his mind is not centered on the sense pleasure. Prarabdha Vashat, he may undergo such things, but the mind is not preoccupied there. I should have this, I should have more and more of this, nothing like that. Because he is full and complete by his Paramananda Swarupa, in light of which Vishayanandas, sense pleasures, have no meaning at all. Samaya Swachaya Dhiya. By the Dhi, Buddhi, endowed in Atmajnana. How? Samaya. Samaya means the Buddhi mind which is tranquil in both Sukha and Dukkha. Common man exerts in Sukha, gets dejected in Dukkha. He is all the time same, indifferent towards Sukha and Dukkha. They don't mean anything to him. Swachaya, by pure, in the sense, not disturbed mind at all, which has got intense vairagya. And he na shochate, doesn't grieve means doesn't get subjected to sorrows. Nacha udeti, in him kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara, they don't rise. Means he is free from desires, anger, greed, and all such hosts of enemies. Such a person is called as what? Jivan Mukta is called Jyoti. Continue.
Sarvecha sakala shankaha sarveha sarvanishchayaha dhiyayena parityaktaha sajivan mukta uchyate.
He is called Jivan Mukta. Who is he? Sarvecha yena dhiya sarvechaha sakalaha shankaha sarvehaha sarvanishchayaha परित्यक्ताः सः जीवन मुक्तः उच्यते. One, the person who by dhi, here dhi should not be taken only as intellect, by atma jnana, brahma jnana. The one who by brahma jnana has given up all these. What are those? Sarvechaha, has given up all desires, because all desires have dropped down in the wake of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, wherein he is experiencing Paramananda Swarupa. Sakala, again, Sarvecha, Sakalaha Shankaha, all doubts. What are all those? It can be anything, whether Atma exists or not. If Atma exists, am I different from that or one and the same? If I am the same, am I able to capable to gain the knowledge of it? To gain the knowledge, karma is required or not? If I get the knowledge, will I get Jivan Mukti? Or should I do some karma again with that? Or if I get Jivan Mukti, afterwards, that means, do I need to do any karma thereafter? If no, will after Jivan Mukti, will I get Vidya Mukti or not? If I get Vidya Mukti, will I be born again or not? Like that, any number of doubts can crop up in the mind. Sakalaha, Shankaha, all types of doubts, what are they? They parityaktaha, are given up, get dropped. Sarveha, iha, activity. All activities drop down. Sarvanishchaya, all decisions. Do this, don't do this, all this, such ambitions, etc., all are drop down. How? By whom? By Dhiya, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, Saha Jivan Muktaha Uchyate. He is called as a Jivan Mukta. Continue.
Janmasthiti vinasheshu sodayastamayesu cha samameva mano yasya sajivan mukta uchyate.
Janma Sthiti Vinasheshu Sodayastamayeshu cha Yasya Manaha Samam Eva Saha Jivan Muktaha Uchyate. See, this is not some special trait of the mind. There are some people who got such a control of the mind. Even they undergo some cut or minor surgery without anesthesia. Yes. Perhaps you will be knowing Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was one of such persons. That much of mental strength he had. So not that way. This is not a mental strength, but in the wake of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, wherein one finds oneself to be free from birth and death, free from sorrows, nothing but independent, ever-existent Paramananda, self-evident. In the wake of it, all these earlier things get dropped. Not even he gives up. They simply get dropped. That is what he started giving up. Now, here is a person whose mind is same, non-reacting in and through all such circumstances. What are they? Janma, Sthiti, Vinasheshu. Birth, continuance of the body, death of the body. This mind is a samam, unruffled, avikari, quiet and composed. Again, in Sodayastamayeshu. Udaya, Asta. Udaya here is rising, flourishing, in the sense in prosperity. Astamayeshu, fall, in the sense adversities, both in prosperity or in adversity. His mind is calm and composed, same, non-reacting. Samam eva, samam, undisturbed. Mana yasya, the one whose mind is so in all this, he is called Jivan Mukta. Continue.
न किंचन द्वेष्टि तथा न किंचिदपि कांक्षति भुङ्क्ते यः प्रकृतान् भोगान् स जीवन्मुक्त उच्यते.
Kinchana na dveshti. Tata kinchidapi na kankshati. Yaha prakrutan bhogan bhukte saha jivan mukta uchat. He doesn't hate anything or anyone. Why? Because from his vision, everything is Brahma Sarupa only. And that Brahma is myself. No one hates oneself. See, this hatred is such a defect. It is found in sadhakas of higher level also. Even after taking to Vedanta, for decades, people fall prey to this hatred. Any person or something, such a hatred that you can read on their face the moment the name of the person is taken, just reacting. You forget Vedanta, but know the fact, what hatred can do. Or you think that you are hating some person, but in spite of Vedanta, you have forgotten that that person is nothing but Brahma, Brahma Sarupa, Bhagavad Sarupa. The truth you cannot deny. In fact, you should know more because of exposure to Vedanta. So, if you hate anyone, whom are you hating? Bhagavan. Don't say that some exaggeration. See, there is a Subhashita, a wise saying in Sanskrit. Akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram sarvadeva namaskara keshavam prati gacchati. A famous Subhashita. Akashat patitam toyam. The rain water that falls from sky. Yatha gacchati sagaram. In one way or other, finally it reaches ocean. From going from mountains, canals, etc., rivers, rivulets, rivers, finally rivers merge where? Ocean. Like that. Sarvadeva namaskara. You may worship any deity of your liking, irrespective of what that deity is. Your namaskara reaches to Parameshwara, Keshava. Keshava here is in the sense Paramatma, because all deities are Paramatma Swarupa. This is a fact. Corollary of this is Akashat patitam toyam yatha gacchati sagaram sarva jiva tiraskara keshavam eva pratigacchati. Sarva jiva tiraskara. Hatred to all jivas or any jivas, whosoever the jiva individual may be. That tiraskara, that despise, that hatred, that dvesha, keshavam eva pratigacchati, goes only none other than Keshava Paramatma. See, one has to be on one's guard not to have pitfall. Otherwise, it is negative marking. Not ordinary mistake. In the case of a common man, a lay person, it may be ordinary mistake. But in spite of having exposed to Vedanta, if you cannot control this much of hatred, this much of dislike, what worth is your pursuit? Take stock of yourself. They say, a papa, see, generally said, pilgrimage centers like Kashi, etc., are holy places. You get cleansed of the papas. But someone said, papas done at such places like Varanasi, etc., Vajralepo bhavati. It becomes diamond-like, indestructible. Like that, in spite of exposure to Vedanta, giving room for such petty things like dislikes, hatred, etc., is detrimental to one's own progress. This is why we get denied of Atma Jnana, Aparoksha Jnana. These are all obstructions in the mind that deny us our Swarupa experience. So here, na kinchana dveshti, doesn't hate anyone. Tatha na kinchidapi kamsha. Such a person doesn't desire for, aspire for anything, because desiring is for to be happy. He has got happiness, he has got happiness. He is self-evident happiness. So where is the question of hankering for happiness? So that is he is such a person is Jivan Mukta. Again, yaha prakritan bhogan bhukti. Well, he has still got the body. Maybe he is a jnani, and yet, because prarabdha karma, body has not ended, and so long as the body is there, it will get guided by past prarabdha, giving rise to sukha, dukkha. So, whatever that comes across by past prarabdha, he undergoes. He knows. The arrow is already shot. It has got its course. It has to exhaust its momentum and drop down. So also, this body, like an arrow, is already on its sojourn. Whatever sukha dukkha have to come, undergo, and allow the game to get finished. That is why we find in the lives of Jivanmuktas, varieties can be found. Some are adored, some may be ridiculed, driven away. Some is what? In royal state, others going here and there for bhiksha, all from the past prarabdha. But to the Jivan Mukta, both mean nothing. Whether it is honor or dishonor, whether it is prosperity or adversity, it means nothing to him, because at the backdrop of the mind, his Swarupa is so manifest in Paramananda Swarupa. These pinpricks actually mean nothing to him. From the world standpoint, one may say, see, he is at the peak of glory, or he is suffering, but not from the standpoint of the Jivan Mukta. Such a person called Jivan Mukta. Continue.
Shanta samsara kalanaha kalavanapi nishkalaha yasachittopi nishchittaha sajivan mukta uchyate.
Shanta samsara kalana kalavan api nishkala yaha sachittaha api nishchittaha saha jivan muktaha uchyate. He is the one Jivan Mukta is the one. Shanta Samsara Kalana. The one in whom Samsara Kalana, the preoccupation in the samsara, has become Shanta, has got quieted. Means he is free from all preoccupations in the samsara, neither affected by them nor running away from them as per the prarabdha he undergoes. Kalavan api nishkala. He is Kalavan. He may be endowed with many arts, scholasticity, because he had accomplished it earlier. But now appears as Nishkala, free from all of them. This is by nature. Because for him, all those earlier accomplishments are nothing. See, nowadays it has become a fashion. If a sannyas is introduced, and if the sannyas is highly qualified in the pre-monastic life, that is highlighted more. Because people have what value for this. A sannyasi is determined by his jnana nishtha and shrotriyatva, the study of the shastras, not by previous accomplishments or otherwise. So here, nishkala. Even otherwise, leave alone jnani or a jivan mukta. In the world, according to Manusmriti, it is said, you may be a very great scholar or knowledgeable person. Say, don't go on publicizing it. Unasked, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Or someone asks in the wrong manner, don't tell. Then I know it. Even if you know, you behave as if you don't know. Na prishta kasachit bruya. Nanyayena prichataha. Jananapi medhavi. Jadavat. Loke achare. It becomes Jadaval loka achare. Jananapi medhavi. Jadavat. Loke achare. Jadaval loka achare. Na prishtaha kasachit bruya. Na aprishtaha. Aprishtaha. When not asked for, kasyachit na bruya. Don't tell anyone anything. Unless asked for, don't impart knowledge. Nanyayena prichataha. Somebody asks, not really to know it, but some other purpose. It may be to test you how much you know, or to parade that how much he knows. Really, he doesn't want to know. He may already know also. The person who asks in the wrong manner, don't reply him. But how can I keep quiet? I know it, no. Jananapi. Even if you know who Medhavi. Medhavi can be Jnani also. Veda, Grantadharan Shakti can be Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana also. Medhavi, Jananapi Medhavi. Jadavat Loke Achare. Should behave like a Jada, like a lay person, as if I don't matter. That is the sacredness of the knowledge. It is not just like that throwing to the winds. If given to an eligible person only, it works. Otherwise, a waste of time, waste of energy. So here, Kalavan api Nishkalaha, though he knows many things, but appears as though or conducts oneself as he doesn't know. If asked and if he is convinced that a genuine person, he will part with that. Not that he wants to keep secret, or he doesn't want to divulge, or he doesn't want to share. No, not that. Yaha sachitta api nishchitta. Though he has got a mind, but he is nishchitta means he is without mind because he has found this mind is just a false projection. Mind has no reality than your dream. It is only an appearance, and not only mind is appearance, it projects, imagines entire Jagat, including the body. Whether your body or earth or Brahmaloka, projection of mind only. The great dream. We know that dream is a projection, false projection of the mind. But if told, the waking itself is a projection of the mind like dream, it is hard for us to assimilate because like a person in the dream is told, hey, this is all false projection. Will you agree with that? But after waking up, oh, it becomes obvious. So also, in the present state of ignorance in the waking, it may not click in our mind. On waking from this yajnana to our swarupa, the prapancha gets pravilapita. It gets reduced to the entity which is not there in 3 periods of time in reality. The snake seen in the place of rope, when it's verified to be rope in light, you discover snake is not there in 3 periods of time. What is called badha, sublation, in contrast to destruction. In destruction, entity was there for some time like pot. Pot, the entity was existing, broken, ended. That is nash. But Rajju Sarpa is not nasha, badhita, sublated. So therefore here, Nishchittaha, he has discovered that this mind is only an appearance. It can be, why? Because you know the Swarupa. It cannot exist in reality at all. Continue.
यसमस्तार्थजालेषु व्यवहार्यपि निःस्पृहः परार्थेष्विव पूर्णात्मा सजीवन्मुक्त उच्यते।
यह समस्त अर्थजालेषु व्यवहारी अपि निष्प्रह परार्थेषु इव सः पूर्णात्मा जीवन मुक्त उच्यते। पर्सन हुई समस्त अर्थजालेषु, in all network of artha means vishayas, sense objects. In all the vishayas that are in the world, vyavahari api, even though he is engaged in activities because of prarabdha karma, nispraha, has no desire for them at all. In all sense objects, he may interact because of prarabdha, but he has no desire for them at all. And illustration is gone. Parartheshu iva. A dharmic person is indifferent toward the wealth of others. He has no desire to grab it, even if opportunity is there, because it belongs to someone else. Parartha, paranari, others woman, others wealth. He has no desire whatsoever. So it doesn't belong to him. Like that. Why? Because Purna Atma is not lacking anything. Because Paramananda Swarupa. He doesn't want anything. Paramananda Swarupa. An ignorant person wants this and that because happiness is not there, always eluding. But he is now full and complete because of Ananda Swarupa. Purnatma Saha Jivan Mukta Uchyate. He is called as Jivan Mukta. So this up to this, the Jivan Mukta is described. Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, the main result of which is Videha Mukti, freedom from birth and death forever. No transmigration. That is the main result of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Whereas, if the mind is well prepared, Chitta Naishchalya, Vasanakshaya, Manonasha is there. That Jnani enjoys Jivan Mukti. This is only an intermediary result. Intermediate result of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana and Jivan Mukta Avastha. Final result is Videha Mukti. Once the body of the Jnani drops off because of the exhaustion of the momentum of Prarabdha Karma, Ihaiva Viliyante Prana. Vimuktashta vimuchyate. His prana, vital has been antakarana, get disintegrated here. No more transmigration. The Sukh Sharira gets disintegrated. Like the example is given. Like on a hot pan or a rock, you put some drops of water, just gets evaporated and nothing is there. Like that, Sukh Sharira get disintegrated. Ihaiva samaviliyante prana. Vimuktascha. As a Jivan Mukta, he was liberated. Now, that slight residual avidya in terms of badita, that also is ended. Vimuchyate, gains the videha mukti. So that state of videha mukti is being now described. Read.
जीवन्मुक्तपदं त्यक्त्वा स्वदेहे कालसात्कृते विशत्य देहमुक्तत्वं पवनोस्पन्दतामिव
जीवन मुक्त पदम त्यक्त्वा स्वदेहे कालसात्कृते विशति अदेह मुक्तत्वं पवनः अस्पन्दतामिव. Prarabdha is over. The stay pada, state of Jivan Mukti. Tyaktva, having given up, your body has ended. And as a result of it, Swadehe Kalasatkrate. When the time has devoured the body, Satkru means reduced to. You must have heard Bhasma Satkuru, reduced to ashes. Kala Satkuru means literally reduced to time, means devoured by time. This Kala, time is what? Jagat Bhakshaka. It just reduces the entire creation to nothing. But Kala also has got Bhakshaka. Who is that? Brahma. In Brahma, even Kala has no local standing. Kala means principle of time, change. So when the body has got reduced to ashes, or it has ended, adeha muktatvam vishati. He gets the status of adeha mukti, videha mukti. Moksha without deha means he remains Satchidanda Sarupa without the trace of ignorance and its effects, the body and the Jagat. No local standing for them. For which an illustration is given. Pavanaha aspandatamiva. Just as the wind becoming stand still without any movement. Wind blows, it stops. Everything is what? Stand still. Till now, in the state of ignorance, incessant flow of, cycle of transmigration, birth, death, birth, death, birth, death. जातस्य हि ध्रुवो मृत्यु ध्रुवम जन्म मृतस्य. You can't stop it. Let us stop now. He is what he is. Continue.
विदेह मुक्तो नोदेति नास्तमेति न शाम्यति न सन्नासन्न दूरस्थः न चाहं न च नेतरः.
विधेय मुक्ता न उदेति न अस्तमेति न शाम्यति न सत न असत न दूरस्थः न च अहम न च इतरः. सन्नासन is there. सत न असत न सन्नासन. विदेह मुक्ता न उदेति. Videha Mukta. The one has got Videha Mukti. Bodiless liberation. Naudeti means is not born. Neither is born, nor astamiti, nor he dies. He has no birth, no death. Then he may not exist at all. No, 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 no. No shamyati, doesn't get destroyed. He is as the Nitya Chaitanya Swarupa Atma Paramatma Brahma, ever existent principle, without change. No Sat. He is not even he, we have to say from previous standpoint. Either to hear the body. So he, she, it doesn't work at all. Your language will not know pronoun or with noun or pronoun will apply there. But for communication from the previous standpoint of Jivan Mukta or a state of ignorance, you have to say he, she, it. He is not an entity from the Srishti, the created world. No, sir. Then he may not have existed one. Na asat. He is not a non-existent entity. Existent, but none of the Nama Rupa thing in the world. No durastaha, not far. Because Swarupa, nacha aham, not even the body as I. Again, I. You can't use the word I. Because we may say in the communication, I am Brahma, Atma. But there, this word I has no access because word I is a relative with respect to you. Duality must be there. Then you have to distinguish yourself from you or he or she or it as I. When you or he or she or it is not there, where is the word I applicable? Nacha aham, nacha itaraha, not someone else. That is a no, some other person. No. I, you, he, she, it are not there at all. No duality. World has no function there. Yato vacho nivartanti aprapya manasa sat. You know by this time what it is. the speech or the words along with the mind bounce back from which principle without being able to objectify it or without being able to describe it. So, na cha itara. Then so what? What is it? Continue.
ततः स्तिमितगम्भीरं न तेजो न तमस्ततम् अनाख्यमनभिव्यक्तं सत्किञ्चिदवशिष्यते.
Tataha, in the sense, tatakim, so what? No udeti, no stamiti, no shamati, no sat, no sat, no durastha, no chaitara. So what? What is it actually? Say, something stimita gambhiram. Something which is as if stand still without any change. Calm, non-changing. Gambhiram, profound, sublime, very high value. Na tejaha, not the physical light. Na tamaha, not the physical darkness. Tatam means it is not something light that is spread. It is not something that is darkness that is spread. Anakyam, it is nameless. Anabhivyaktam, what? Not manifest in the sense self-existent. Manifest means cause was there and it has become the effect. This is not so. It is not born from anything. It is ever existent principle. So therefore it is anabhivyaktam, unmanifest in the sense self-existing principle. Sat, look here, in 65, 64, no sat was true. It is sat. Which sat it is? The trikala abhadita vastu. Ever existent principle. Kinchit avashya. Kinchit sat avashya. Some ever existent principle remains. Kinchit, something. What do you mean something? Which you can't describe like this and this. It is, but defies description. Something, it is there, but words cannot describe it. That's why something. Suppose you are asked for find out something, you can, something is there, I can't make out what it is. But you accept something is there. Like that. It doesn't fit in the words and the mind to get described. Kinchit avashyate. That something was explained now by negating it is not this, it is not that, it is not that, like that. Continue.
न शून्यं नापि चाकारः न दृश्यं नापि दर्शनं न च भूतपदार्थौघ सदनन्ततया स्थितम्.
No shunyam. It is not a non-existent entity. Napi cha akara. Either book akari, akari is better. It's not something sakar. It's not an entity which has got an akara. Akara form means it is limited by space, circumscribed by space. That is akara. A form means limited by space. It is not limited by space. Ananta. Nadrishyam. Not any one of the entities which are experienced as this. Nothing from the Drishya Jagat. Napi darshanam. Not even the knowledge of any entity in the world. Darshana can also mean drishti. Which drishti? Vishaya drishti. What is Vishaya drishti? Vishayakara antakarana vritti. It is not any of the Vishaya Jnana. Nacha bhuta padartha. Not even samuha, aggregate, or permutation combination of Pancha Mahabhutas. It is not something made of Pancha Mahabhutas. At the same time, it is Sat, ever existing principle, not the what is that empirical entity which is in the created world. No, ever existing principle. Anantataya sitam. Anantataya. Desha parichinnata, kala parichinnata, vastu parichinnata are not limited. Not limited by space, not limited by time, not limited by any object in the sense, and given object distinct from other objects. Other objects limit the given object. No such limitation at all. It's called ananta, limitless. Kimapi avyapadeshatma. It's something wonderful. Something desirable. Wonderful. Ananda Swarupa. Avyapadeshatma. Whose nature cannot be pointed out. This you can't point out. Purnatara akriti. Whose akriti, nature, form means nature. Akriti is configuration. Whose nature, Purnatara. Anything is full and complete you can think of, much more full and complete means Paramananda Swarupa. Something means, see, Rubu is telling based on his experience. It is something wonderful. Cannot be described at all. We'll continue. Oh.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गो ब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणा सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ